So carrying on with our algebra theme, this next video is on this fun little puzzle where we have an algebra grid and we need to find the letters that represent the numbers in the rows and the columns. And I always love these questions. They are a lot of fun. Once you practice them and you can solve them, they're lots of fun. In the beginning, they can be a bit tricky. So I recommend watching the videos on solving linear equations before you tackle these ones within my free fundamentals page. Okay, so let's make a start. First thing to do is to look at the grid and see that, okay, all those letters add up to 22. The next row, all those 4 letters add up to 24. And going down the columns, that column there, the 4 B's add up to 28. 2 A's and 2 D's add up to 34, and so on. And when we solve these, the first thing you want to do is look at any row or column with only one letter. That makes life a lot easier. So if you spotted it, well done. That is the best row to start with. There are 4 B's, and we're going to make a little equation. B plus B plus B plus B equals 4B, and 4B equals 28. And simply we can divide both sides by 4 and we get our answer, B equals 7. And then once you find one letter, you can just start working through and finding the others. So the next thing to do is to see, are there any other columns where there's only one letter? And unfortunately, there isn't. So the next thing we do is there a column where there are 2 letters? And there's one there, and another one there, and 2 A's and 2 D's. So a couple of choices to do. I would recommend 2 of each is the best one. So I'm going to use our B that we know already, and we can say 2A plus 2B equals 24. And if you're smart, this is the next thing we need to do, a little trick. We can manipulate the equation to work out what 1A plus 1B equals. So I'm going to halve everything, and that's going to give me A plus B equals 12. Fantastic, because we already know that B equals 7 over here. So I can just replace B with 7. So A plus 7 equals 12. So A must equal 5. All right. We're halfway there. So now we have to find C and D, and we can look at all the columns and rows and find a suitable one to help us out. We know A, and there is a column with D, 2 A's and 2 D's, so I think that's the best one to use. So I'm just going to make a formula out of it, an equation. 2A plus 2D equals 34. I know that A equals 5. 2 A's are therefore 10. So 10 plus 2D equals 34. I can take away 10 from both sides and I get 2D equals 24. Divide by 2 and my answer, D equals 12. Okay, well done. Just one more letter to find. And finally, we need to find out what C is. So what will be the best column or row? I'm going to look around, and where will C be? There's one with C. Sorry, pointer, there's one with C. So in that case, I'm just going to write out the equation. 2A plus B plus C equals 29. And substitute in the numbers that you have already. So 2 A's, I know A is 5, so 2 of those is 10, plus B, which is 7, plus C, that we don't know, equals 29. Tidy that up, 17 plus C equals 29. Take away 17 from both sides, and I get my final answer, C equals 12. Now the second algebra grid is even a little bit more fiendish than the first, And that is because when I look around the columns and rows, there isn't one that has only one letter. The cheeky little pickle. Okay, so what we need to do is find one with 2. Okay, so 2 of each would be ideal. That way we can halve them. So I'm going to look around, and where is a good place to start? And I'm going to start there. A plus B plus A plus B equals 40. So tidy that up straight away. 2A plus 2B equals 40. And then if you remembered from the first problem, divide both sides by 2. That gives me a nice A plus B equals 20. And from that, I can substitute somewhere else, and that's going to help me solve this little puzzle. So where else is there an A plus B that I can substitute this in? Okay, and I'm going to look where there is perfect, because that's an A plus B, and there's only one more letter. So I'm going to write out that equation. 2C plus A plus B, or B plus A, doesn't matter what order, equals 34. And this is the little trick. We have to substitute A plus B into there. And I can rewrite that as 2C plus 20 equals 34. And take away 20 from both sides. 2C equals 14. So C equals 7. Okay, so that is the great little trick you can do when there isn't one letter in each row, but in this case there are 2. Okay, so once you've found C equals 7, I will let you work out what the other letters are and tell you the answer over the page. Okay. So let's find the other letters. I'm going to start with this one here, and C will be 7 plus B plus A. I'm going to replace that with 20, and 20 plus 7 is 27 plus B equals 35. So well done if you found out that B was 8. And we knew that A plus B was 20, so in that case A must be 12. And then we can simply find out what D is. 3, I'm going to look at that top line. 3 12s are 36, plus D is 39, so D equals 3. Well done. If you got all those right, you might have used other rows and columns to do so, but great work. Okay, now time to get your hands dirty and have a go at the questions below. Good luck.